Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. We've reached a defining point in the season. Week 8 in a huge game here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Cal Golden Bears and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Gamecocks headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now they'll run it to the right here. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Let's take a minute and talk about Cal. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse. But
makes a grab and room to run. The 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Golden Bears. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking for a crease. It's Clark. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Sellers fires to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and, you know, that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those third downs. You don't want to give up explosive. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that third down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to accomplish the mission.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They were all over it.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
3rd and long right here. Quarterback signaling to his guys. From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers fires to the tight end. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up.
And the ball is free on the pitch.
That's something you don't see very, very often. The guy breaks out, looks like it's going to be a long play, maybe even a touchdown. Defense able to get the takeaway at the end, David. I wonder now if you're the offense jogging out in the field, I wonder if this is like a shot opportunity to take advantage of the momentum swing.
You see it all the time. You create that momentum on defense or because of a big play, and then you go out and try to capitalize on it. Nice job by the defense, not quitting on the play. It looked like it was going to the house, but because you kept playing, now you're giving your offense a chance to go on the field and do some damage.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Might as well run him again. Uh-oh, look out. Got a little grass. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Throwing Sangapovatelli. He's got it on the run. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll set up to throw. Look out! And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No.
Touchdown, Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point is good. he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Here's Sellers to throw. Buying time to his right. On the run deep down the right side. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Fresh center downs going to the air. Right down the middle. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change, be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Throwing Sellers. Going to try to get it himself. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Sellers. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. There's a crease. Delivers the stiff arm. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. JKS. Working that left side now. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And I think they found a matchup they like, man. This running back has been a problem out of the backfield. Like, we know he can run it, but the matchups now, who's going to cover him? Is it a linebacker? Is it a safety? Right now, this offense, they found something with him catching the football in the backfield, and they just keep going back to it.
Defense all over it.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Jaron Kiave Songopovatelli. Here comes the heat. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Now here's Jaron Kiave Songopovatelli. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, as a quarterback, it's going to be tough throwing comeback routes against this guy. He does such a good job breaking on the ball, and he's able to swat it away.
Second and long here. Sellers. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Makes a man miss. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They go play action with Sellers. Extending the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Here's Sellers to throw. Moves to his right. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, South Carolina!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover it. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount. They take care of the ball. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out the quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Lets it develop. It's Clark.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Sellers. Incomplete, and they fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Rolls right. He'll get rid of it. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Making the adjustment. Motion from the wideout. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. He's looking deep. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical 4th downs. They found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
Sangapolitelli on the play action. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised at this offense.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll move the tight end. Hits inside, it's Clark. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Play fake, Sellers. Still looking to his right. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. He's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. He's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Defense comes up with a huge stop and maybe forcing them into a field goal attempt.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
And the Gamecocks will try to convert on 4th down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage. But just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Sangapolatelli. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And man, oh man, I just don't understand what we're trying to do offensively. Last possession was your 4th pick, and coming out throwing again. They've got to find some way to settle this dude down or settle his behind on the bench and find somebody else that can make some plays.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Now here's Sangapolatelli. It's complete to the left. There he goes. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just chews up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Sangapolatelli. Gets a hand in there.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
That's impressive. I'll tell you, the quarterback, of course, he's left-handed, but that time he's rolling to his right. So it's not easy to be accurate throwing when you're running that way, but nice throw to get that completion.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. Now here's Jaron Songopovatelli. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive. He's not able to come up with it.
Sellers. Buying time to his right. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Sellers on the play action. Unloads it left. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And that's a long way to throw the football. When you throw that comeback, it's all the way out wide. Nice job by the corner seeing it. The receiver looks like he's running a vertical route, but then sets it down. He stays right there with him, breaks on the football, and swats it down.
Quarterback changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Out wide left, it's Tuggle. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. JKS. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Songopovatelli, play action. Flush to the left. Fires to the wideout. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Songopovatelli from the gun on 3rd down. Going for the big play. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Here's Sellers to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin with Louisville taking on the Georgia Southern Eagles. And it's Louisville in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
And the ball's loose in the backfield. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And not only did the defense get the turnover, but they almost scored on that one. He almost was able to make it to the goal line, but don't worry. The offense now jogging on the field in a sudden change situation, and they're looking to punch this one in.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his own.
Throws to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. Byers on the move. Working the middle. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
Keeping his eyes downfield. Unloads to the wideout. As is batted down, knocked away, incomplete, and this linebacker in pass coverage is up to the task.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
Looking down the middle. Got his man all by himself. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
corner is going to give them some space. Rushes on. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Jaron Chiave Songopolitelli hauls it in. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. They know how dangerous this guy is after the catch, and boy, oh boy, they set their hair on fire and caused a wreck on that hit.
They sure did. You got to be careful, too, because they sold out on that hit, and if they missed, that tight end was going to be able to advance the football, but boy, oh boy, this defense playing physical.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Songopolitelli just got rid of that one.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. From the gun. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
They don't even consider the 47-yard field goal attempt, and they'll try to pick it up on 4th down and short. Needs it. Here's some daylight.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
The Golden Bears back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Throwing Songopolitelli. And he's thrown another interception. Turning it on. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Running inside. It's Clark. At the 40, there he goes. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Grabs it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. You might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. JKS. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll move the wide receiver. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Takes a hit as he fires. Just had to get rid of it.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time, to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patters. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Jaron Kiave Sungapolatelli got his man. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Again, it's Sungapolatelli. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Cal. And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the 4th quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Left side is Clark. At the 35, he's loose. Snags it, and there's running room. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Gamecocks, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Throwing Sellers. He fires one deep down the right side. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
And that didn't look like it was the right read. Like you got to be smart as a quarterback, make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success on the day. But sometimes you can force it in when it's just not there. That was really good coverage. I know he's good, but be smart with the football and don't try to force it into closed windows.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception, and now this offense has a chance late. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Soft spot in the middle. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He's at the 40. Past the 20. He's at the touchdown, Golden Bears. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Calls his own number. Slides to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on second and short.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Changing the routes with his receivers. Sellers. Stepping to the right. He's going to take off. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, defensively, you've got to have an answer for this athletic quarterback. You've got to do a better job containing him in the pocket, or you've got to have a spy ready to make the play and get a tackle if he decides to get out. But everything went wrong there. Not only did he get first, but you also let him get out of bounds and stop the clock.
They want to run it left here. Breaks into the open. They'll stop play here as they have a look at this injured Gamecock. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the stop.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. A big gain as he goes out of bounds on the last play before the 2-minute timeout. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Fuller. Enough to move the chains. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
Ready. Wide 80. Switch it.
Going to the run, it's Clark. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13.
Ready. Blue 30.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Here's Sellers to throw. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
On the snap, it's Clark. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left.
1st down and goal. I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
Ready. Black 18. Kill. 949. Over.
Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, South Carolina! In the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
And he tacks on the extra point. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Songapolatelli. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the grab on the big throw. Racing down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cal!
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, What are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the two-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
And they'll go for two to try to win it right here, and this crowd is deafening, trying to will the stop. A mere 3 seconds remaining in this one as they'll use a timeout. And now they've decided to go for two. A gutsy call, and the game likely to be decided right here. He is in there. The two-point conversion gives them the lead. And what lower intestinal fortitude to go for it there. Here's the return from inside his 10. Makes a move. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.